Alright, what is good, everybody? Back in here again with another excellent build for you all. This will be the first build for Season 10. Now I'm bringing you the Spirit IG Sauce. It's a nice little off-meta build that does very good. I'm liking the results of it so far. I don't quite have everything that I would like to try out, but this is a pretty good setup, so I'm bringing it here to y'all. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been experiencing a whole bunch of just archers. As you can see here, I've got an archer just looking at me already. This is the start of a CTF right here. And archers are everywhere now. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's a bunch of just returning players that were all archers that quit or something, but man, it is ridiculous and it is rough. So if you do not have some protection against archers, you are going to have a bad time, especially as a light melee DPS. But with that being said, let's get into the gameplay here. As you can see, secured a nice kill on that guy, 2 kills to start off. Getting hit right here, pop a ice tomb, get some defenses back, kill that guy, GG's buddy, thanks for playing. Nice little sweep on this guy, GG's buddy, nice little 5600 sweep. Throw an ice storm on this guy, hit him with a nice skewer, he's bleeding, he's hurt. But he hit me with a nice little thrust there, get him with a light attack, get him out of here. He was using triple slashes. If you're using triple slash on your greatsword, buddy, take that skill off, that skill is trash. It locks you in animation, it's garbage, it will get you killed just like that. Got hit with a stun there, but I pop an Entomb to dodge the heavy. Big sweep on these 3 guys. Have to get out of there, taking some damage, jump up here, do some little finessing, pop a pot, then hit a perforate on that guy, GG's buddy. Don't know what you were doing, getting that low and attacking me. Sweep on that guy, pop my heart rune, the blades, killed that guy, GG's buddy. And now, had to hit some little maneuvers here, getting my health back. Gonna fast forward a little bit till I'm back into action. Back up in the back line, this archer right here, GG's buddy. Nice little perforate, you should be paying attention to your backside, buddy, pause. Now we're attacking this back line, GG's buddy. Nice little heavy on him. This archer right here looks like he's a medium. Did I just see a medium dodge on the archer? Buddy, what are you doing? Get swept. GG's buddy, thanks for playing. Get him out of here. Got these trash cans on me, they got the flails. It's not looking good for me. Had to run down here to the step, do some maneuvering. Buddy dodged my sweep, that's a good dodge on him. But will it matter? No, because I'm out of there. Hit a nice little heavy on this guy. That guy is fairly tanky, it seems like. That was only a 2800 heavy. Which tells me that he is a bit tanky. But it is alright. That means that he doesn't do as much damage. Pop a little Entomb here, get my health back. Ice Storm. Pop a Blades. Got the healing heart rune perk, so I'll get my health back. And take him out with the Blades plus the perforate. GG's buddy. Thanks for playing. Coming back up here in this back line here. Buddy's got his back turned to me. Hit him with an ice shower into a sweep. GG's buddy. Perforate on this guy plus a light attack. GG's buddy. Nice little skewer on this guy. He pops an Entomb. Good on him. But he thinks he's about to escape. But no. Get a nice little sweep on these 3 guys here. Gotta get out of there. There's a lot of people right here. Nice little perforate. Pop the Entomb. Get my health back. Big sweep on this guy. 6300 sweep, love to see it. Nice little perforate, GG's buddy, finish him off, and light attack to finish off the other guy. Just stacking up these kills on these guys. I'm not sure what this guy was doing, he must have been AFK for a little bit, but GG's buddy, don't be AFK in CTF. Nice little skewer on this guy, he dies to my bleed. GG's buddy, get this hammer, get him swept. GG's buddy. Just sending all these guys back to the respawns. Love to see it. Amazing work with this build. Buddy had his defensive stance, so he did block my sweep. That's good on him. And somebody else took the kill right there. Good on them. Got a nice little Warhammer guy on me. Hit him with a nice perforate into a big heavy attack. And he does flatten me out with the wrecking ball. But still on his tail. Hit him, slow him down with the ice storm. And the ice storm chip damage kills him. So GG's buddy. On his archer here, he's not paying attention. Perforate into a light attack. GG's buddy. Got a group of people here. Pop a sweep into a blades. And GG's buddy. Finish this match going a nice little 22-0. Love to see it. On to the next clip. Starting off, heading to the enemy spawn here. Got this little archer here, GG's buddy, poking him out. And swept the other guy, so there's GG's to him. Get him the fuck out of here. On to this guy, hit him with a perforate, GG's buddy. Back to respawns. Buddy right here thinks he's running away. No sir, catch him with the skewer. Where you running at, buddy? Go back to respawns. Now this guy up here, got an archer. That's our nemesis now. Too many archers running around, but got it back out of there. See some teammates coming to help him out. Jumping back in here onto this archer right here. And he's medium dodging, so I'm not sure what Buddy's doing. Buddy's going back to respawn, I do know that. So GG's Buddy. Now moving on to this archer. Pop a little ice storm in tune, block the sweep, hit him with my own sweep. Oh, can I get him? Finish him off with the skewer. GG's Buddy. Love to see it. Pop an ice storm on this archer. Buddy hit a double roll, but I'm out of stamina, so I can't really chase that. Hit him with a sweep. Got another archer coming down, so I gotta get out of there. Can't really finish secure the kill because I'm low health. And I've got 3 people that just jumped down. Get my heals back. Getting ready to set up my combo on this archer again. Pop the entomb, get some more health back. He dodges the sweep, so that's good on him. I'm going to pull back from this fight a little bit, try and reset some. And now, running back in here. We got the ice storm. We're going to try and get our flag back, because Buddy, what are you doing with my flag? Going back on this archer again. He'll do a perforate, get the ren stacks, sweep. Buddy right there steals my kill, so GG's Buddy. Pop the health pot, get my health back. Nice little ice storm, hit me with the entomb, get my health back. Onto this archer now, sweep. Oh, but he counters my sweep with his sweep, so that's good on him for that. But doesn't matter, no it does not. He's about to die to my dots. GG's Buddy, get him out of here. Now, to secure the flag. Drop a big ice storm on these guys, big sweep, coop on that guy. GG's Buddy, get him out of here, onto the flag carrier. Couple light attacks into a perforate. Drop my flag, Buddy. That is not yours. Give me that shit back. Go back to respawns. Now I see Musket Boy over here. Gotta get him out of here. Drop a nice little ice shower, but I completely whiffed the entire ice shower, so I'm looking like a whole bot. Just looking terrible out here. Hit him with a perforate though. Catch him with another ice storm. Now I'm on his ass. Teammate finishes him off. Gonna jump back here into the spawn. See Buddy right there, but I got this other guy right here that's on the bridge. I'm not sure what he's doing. Pops the stone for him. Hit him with 2 light attacks. GG's Buddy. Put that musket down, Buddy. I see Archer right here. He's not paying attention at all to his side. He's completely oblivious. Hit him with a perforate. GG's Buddy. Get him out here. Pay attention to your surroundings. And I got Guy right here. Hits me with the yeet hammer. Love to see it. That actually did some pretty decent damage to me. Got me pretty low with that. Pop it in tune. Get my health back. Got a Musket Boy back on me. He dodges the spear, so good on him. Hit him with a perforate into a sweep. Chasing him down, hit him with a light attack. GG's Buddy. I don't know what you were thinking trying to hit me one-on-one like that. Do not do that. Now see, as you can see, I got 2 archers right there. And I'm gonna get out of dodge here a little bit. Get onto this Great Axe guy that followed me down here. Hit him with a perforate into some light attack skewer. GG's Buddy. Get him out of here. Go back to respawns, Buddy. See Buddy right there, thinks he's about to escape. Ran right into my ice shower. Hit him with 2 light attacks. GG's Buddy. Thanks for playing. See Archer right here hits me with the vines. That's a big vines right there. I pop the entomb, get my stam back, get my heals back, pop my pot. That was a very good repost on him to stun me, and then he kills me with the heavy. So that's GG's for me, buddy. I'm going back to respawn. Alright everybody, let's get into the build here. So first off, of course, we're in light. If not in light, get good and get in light, buddy. So gear here with season 10. Been swapping things around and whatnot. So this is what I have so far. This isn't quote unquote the best setup, but this is what I'm using for now. Eventually when I do update it, I will put a updated version of the build, but so far this is pretty decent. So for the hat, I have a hat with Shuriken Fort, and I believe this is 1 offensive slot, 2 defensive slots, and a skill slot, of course with pin backstab, shuriken heals, we're stacking shuriken, stacking some pin backstab, and we're stacking 2 Elia version. And we got a bleed and sweep on there. We don't have a gem slot in here. Gem slot on every single piece of gear isn't really too necessary because defensive slots are just as good as a gem slot in my opinion. For the shirt, we are rocking the healing tomb skill, and of course, like I said, we got the shuriken and Elia version and another shuriken fort. And we are using a rune glass with plus melee damage, and this is an onyx for that 2% fizz damage. For the gloves here, we are rocking 2-piece elementally charged set. I think this set is pretty good. Gives you extra weapon damage of the elemental type on your attacks for 10 seconds, so that's extra DPS. Free extra DPS, you know? And you're always going to be having a charge since we are using deep freeze to set up our combos. And this comes with, I believe this comes with freeing aggression and slash con. The third perk is always going to be a roll. I rolled mortal aggression, which is pretty good because you do want that burst heal whenever you kill somebody. Plus it also gives you a fortify and empower, and you get it some lifesteal on your hits, which is also really good. And we are stacking 3-piece divine because this increases your life stealing and your shuriken heals, as well as I believe it does increase healing breeze and the healing attuned. So this is a really good perk to stack here for some survivability. For our pants, we are using elementally charged pants. This comes with, I believe it comes with strike con, and this perk right here, elementally energized. This is a pretty good perk. Gives you extra stam regen whenever you consume an elemental charge. So whenever you go on the offensive with your spear, you're going to have plus 20% stam regen, which is very good. And we are using 3 opals and these other armors with the plus 1% melee damage for the rune glass. And of course, this has divine, and I believe I rolled flame con on here, which is also really good because there are a lot of ranged. And for our artifact, we are using the tumblers. We have swapped out from featherweight. I do not want the slow from featherweight, so we are using tumblers to keep the fortify and the powers up. This is very good. And in our tumblers, we are using keenly fortify for extra fortify whenever we go on the offensive. You will need that fortify. There are a lot of ranged now, and they hit very hard. So having fortify is extremely good. And of course we have the shuriken heals on here, and it comes with shuriken energy, which is also very good. For our weapon artifact, Ice Gauntlet, we are using the deep freeze. This is still a really good artifact. I know with the update, it made quite a few artifacts pretty much garbage, but deep freeze is one of the artifacts that's still really good. And it comes with Sundering stacked, which is good because as you're attacking on your Ice Gauntlet to set up combos, you're also putting Rend on them for your spear DPS. And I have the Arbor Opportunist rune glass on here, and this is mainly for the 5% healing whenever I'm below 50% health, so that way when I use the healing entombed, I get a little bit extra health if I'm below 50%. It boosts the heals. And if you guys don't know, the offensive slots and whatnot, they count even if you're not on that selected weapon when attacking. So I have Keenly Jagged on here to proc the bleeds whenever I'm on the spear, as well as pin backstab. For my spear, I got a pretty good roll on a spear that I picked up, and I am rocking the Enfeebling Skewer. You always want to Enfeebling Skewer on the spear for the extra strength on the weaken. Pin backstab is converted to ice since they did fix the conversion gems with the extra ice damage, and I'm running 2 attunements. Ideally, you would want a frost attunement and whatever other attunement, and I say even better than that would be a frost attunement and plague strikes, or plague crits I mean, to stack some more disease. And if you are running plague crits, then you do not have to run spit, because the spear will be your source of disease. But since I do not have plague crits on here anymore, I am running spit for my heart rune. For my amulet, I got an amulet with thrust protection, because like I said, the range, the blunderbuss, all of that shit is very prevalent now. I don't know what it is with this update, but we've got a major influx of blows, and they all hit hard, and they like to run away and hit hard. Even if you're in a CTF, you're going to have like 5 bows looking at you at all times. So you want some really good thrust protection. And some of them are using bulk caster, so you can go with a lightning protection, but I use thrust protection because it also protects you from muskets as well as blunderbuss. And I've also been seeing a decent amount of people who are using spear secondary weapons with the disruptive sets. So thrust protection does help with that as well. And you want to get well-being for the increase in health. Increase in health equals bigger, more survivability, and stronger shirking heals. And we are using this amulet comes with an offensive slot plus 2 defensive slots. And of course we got the shirking plus a divine on there. No jump slot on this amulet. For our ring, we have a ring with a defensive slot, a skill slot, and a jump slot. Jump slot, we are using the 2% fizz damage absorption, and we are using the healing breeze. You want healing breeze on your ring because this is really good survivability. And we are using ice damage to further boost our conversion to the spear. And with the ice gauntlet ability, you get boosted ice damage whenever you land, whenever an opponent is chilled or rooted. And of course we're using Unending Storm on there for the extra 2 seconds whenever somebody leaves Ice Storm. The increased damage doesn't really matter too much. And we're using Shuriken Heals on here. Now for our earring, this is something I did have to swap out and use my old Gorgon earring just for the Healthy Toast. I believe this perk is too good to pass up. You can no longer roll this on a new upgradable piece of gear with the recent update, where they removed all of the old perks from crafted gears. So I had to go to one of my old earrings that has Healthy Toast, Healing Heart, and Regenerating. These all give me some type of sustain back. And the reason why I did that was just to have Healthy Toast again. This is a really strong passive, gives you some healing on your mana pots, and it procs Healing Breeze as well. And in the ring, we are also using a thrust damage gem, absorption gem, to further help with all of the range that are in this fucking game now. It's ridiculous. And it also comes with wellness, which is pretty decent, I guess. More max health, can't go wrong with that. And for our food, we do use con food, so I do pop roasted rabbits if I'm in open world or something. But when I'm in CTF, you might want to buy you 1 Springtide Crumble to pop this in CTF, since it doesn't consume your consumables. So you get a little bit 4 points of extra con, which is extra health. So it's no reason to not use this whenever you're in like a CTF or arenas. Alright, so going to get into a stat spread here. We are using 50 strength, 362 dex. With the recent changes to how they did the scaling, you no longer have diminishing returns the more you put into a attribute. And as you can see here, Spear has an A scaling with dex, so going up to even more strength is not really necessary. I got the 50 strength mainly for the extra light and heavy attack damage, because this will also boost our Coup de Grace on the sweep, and while still boosting the damage of the spear, and you also get a little bit of boost to the Ice Gauntlet. And we're using 113 con, so with food this brings us a little bit over 150, and that will put us at over 16,000 health, which is good health. I was experimenting with running just a little over 100 con, and I felt way too squishy with the amount of range that constantly looks at me. So I did have to bump it up some and drop the strength down from 100 because this 5% fizz damage doesn't really matter too much. I still have great DPS. As you can see, our base damage with the spear is sitting at 2100, and I'd rather have that survivability because I still have the damage with me. Right, going into the weapons here, this is my current skill tree for the spear. I'm not running the critical hits, the exacerbating crits, because since I am constantly on the spear for DPS, I don't have to worry about extending my spear debuffs. So I opted not to get this, and I opted to go with as much damage as I can. And also, since I am constantly on the spear, there's no need for me to really get the extra bleed duration on deep wound, because my skewer will be off cooldown for the most part by the time this ends, or the opponent will be dead. And with the Kingly Jagged and the other dots that I have, this doesn't really matter too much. So I can opt for some more damage with the 20% base damage on people with grit, as well as the increased base damage if they're low health. So I can easily finish off people. And this is the zoner aspect. I did want to get the defensive stance on here for that extra fortify as well whenever I land a coup or a heavy. And lastly, for our Ice Gauntlet, this is the setup I'm using. Nothing has changed about this from the last time I showed you my Spirit Ice Gauntlet build. This is pretty much the same skill setup. Really good skill setup for support Ice Gauntlet. And this is the passive that I was talking about. Whenever they're chilled, you increase your ice damage dealt by 25%. And this is a debuff that's on the target. So you don't have to worry about losing this damage increase whenever you swap off of the Ice Gauntlet. It will still apply whenever you swap to the spear, and will boost the ice damage from your split gem. So this is really good. This is why whenever you land a ice attack to chill them, they will take massive damage. Yeah, this is the current setup that I'm running. Whenever I update this a little bit more, get things a bit stronger, I may swap out some pieces. I might experiment with the silent set whenever I get my hands on it, but for now, this is what I'm using. So until this is updated, this is what I'll be rocking for now. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the build. Feel free to try it out. Let me know how you like it. And I will see you all next time. See ya.